Here in East Texas, in an effort to comply with the federal government, the city of Tyler is working to find water pipes containing lead. And as KLTV7's JD Conti reports, the effort could have crews looking to dig into your yard.
Tyler water utility workers have begun checking businesses and homes around the city for lead pipes, checking water meter boxes for their material. The city is complying with the EPA's lead and copper rule.
The rule is intended to identify areas in communities that might have lead service lines or lead copper with lead solder that might be contributing lead to the residents, to the drinking water.
The city says none of its service lines contain lead. City Utilities Director Kate Dietz says the risk arrives in pipes of homes that were built before 1989. Lead was banned in plumbing in 1986.
What we're trying to do right now is to identify, is either side of the meter lead? Is either side of the meter galvanized?
Dietz says they are expecting to find lead pipes in the city. Throughout the process, she says workers are trying to do as little digging on personal property as possible. They will be wearing Tyler Water Utilities gear, and signs will be posted in neighborhoods.
We do ask that you, if you've been notified that it's coming around, they're doing this work in your area, to kind of leave that area open.
The city is still working on a protocol for contacting customers who are identified as having lead pipes. They have to follow EPA and TCEQ guidelines for notification.
Right now, that's why we are working on doing this as efficiently as possible, so when we are able to move into that phase, we can be notifying people and letting them know what to expect.
JD Conti, KLTV 7 News.
And the city hopes to have that work complete by August, which is well before the EPA's October deadline. This is so they can apply for federal funding to help people who may have to replace privately owned water pipes.